welcome back to Techcraft, everybody. Today we are going to get a few little biddly things done, whatever that means. So let me grab the rest of this and we'll put it in here. Let's go ahead and turn Minecraft up a bit. Alright, so when we left off we had the quarry going, and well, it's still going. It's on about level 13 or 12, so it's nearly done. I'll show you real quickly the amount of ores that the thing has pulled out. Rather impressively. Now you got to remember, I'm going to double the amount I have, and that's right there. So that's going to be doubled by the time it's all smelted. That is quite a lot for a quarry in a normal biome. You know, I'd expect that sort of thing from something that's in dense ores or something like that, but whatever. Alright, so today you'll see in my inventory just down there that I have these valves. These are Zai valves. This is what you use for the multi-tanks, and I just quickly laid out a 12 by 12 ring here, or box, whatever, and the valve goes right there. Yep. And what I need is, I decided to use basalt just because it looks kind of cool. It suits that look, in my opinion. But what we need to do is, because I don't have much of that, another way that you can get basalt is by doing this with a minium stone. Wait, but I'm obviously doing, oh yeah, that's right, never mind. There you go, and that should give you, yeah, one stack. It's not very good. It's easier just to go and mine a thing, but I don't exactly want to do that. So take this. Oh, I also made this. This took about 50 minutes to make. It's not that it's costly. It's just time consuming. That's all. Because you got to do this to get that, to get this to get that, and all that sort of nonsense. So it's annoying. All right. So right. So the bottom layer, I'm not too sure if I'm not going to use glass because you're not going to be able to see through it. I'm only going to use glass on one face, which is going to be this one because it's facing the most open area. There's no point in having a viewing side facing a wall. So this side is going to be the one with all the glass. And I tell ya, it took me about 15 minutes to work out how to do a 12 by 12 because it kept screwing with my head. But I finally figured it out. It's just the way that Minecraft places blocks and everything. It just sort of confused me a bit. So yeah, now we got to go up another 12, which is really annoying because I don't know if you count that as the 12 or you count that as the first one. But whatevs. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Big ass tank. Alright. Now, technically, all I need to do is just stop when I'm down there. And believe it or not, I don't actually have a supply of cobblestone, so what I'm thinking about doing is going over to the quarry there and quickly taking out cobblestone from the excluded pipe, which sends it off to the void, because I need to build up a bit of a supply of it. And look at that, just enough. So, Jeb, let me sprint. Let's quickly jump over here. See how it's going off to the void. We don't want that right now. And yeah, I'll fill this up. So let's take cobblestone out and put said cobblestone into the white. So that way it will send up there. And we'll let that fill up real quickly. And then take it out again. And I should upgrade that to a diamond chest so I can get more out of it. How do we do that? Just, gold to... that's it. Gold to diamond. Alright, let's quickly do that. It's easier than just, I think I've still got some glass here. Yep, so we needed 6, and I think I saw a chunk of gold. Nope, not a problem. Where's my gold? That's right. Gold. What else was that? And 2 diamonds. I've got to look at my personal safe here. This is brilliant. I remember when this was actually really buggy, and as soon as you did it, you kadunked the server. Crashed the server, that is. So I'm glad they fixed that. Let's quickly grab some daylight here. I went ahead and made sure you guys can't see the IP. Saves me editing that out. So, and whatcha! Now that is a diamond chest. So capacity is a lot better. And while we're here, let's quickly check on 2 diamonds. What I've tried to do is go down there every now and again. And building up a pretty good supply. Even obsidian. That's good. I need some obsidian. There's a lot down there. Go down there and see if I can find any diamond ore, and then quickly silk touch it, bring it up, and smash it with Fortune 2, which is the best one I've got. And also, if you're wondering why I'm running a bit quicker than normal, is because I've got an enchant called Haste 2, and I put that on my boots, which you can enchant longfall boots. And I've been doing this, Pants of Awesome, Helm of Awesome. That's a pretty good helmet, I must admit. And obviously I don't have a chest plate because it's covered with a jetpack. Alright. Now what I want... See, that's going to fill up very quickly. Simply because that's the main thing that it's pumping out. What I want to do is quickly go ahead and do that again with the minium stone. And I'll tell you what I'd like to do is get on a boat and sort of just go out in the ocean, do a big circle of exploration and look for a giant volcano and pop one of these suckers right on top and get a really good supply of basalt, because that stuff is pretty cool. Follow me for a quick tick. I went over here earlier today and I laid out a little bit of the underground part of the future mansion that will be here. There will be more. This is just what I had to start off with. The entrance to the basement will be here, which will be at the bottom of the house, naturally. By a nice little staircase or whatever. This is going to be the generator room. So this is where the powering for the house will be, just for the house. I'm not too sure if I'm going to run it off the power tower underneath the footpath. I probably will do that. Because, you know, that is the central power station. There will be more solar panels, including some cool little gadgets on the roof. Solar's pretty cool, because no one likes the night time, so as soon as it rolls around, we usually jump on our beds and get rid of it. This is the chest room. Now, I said in the previous video that I wasn't going to do a box and then just line the walls with barrels, but I am going to do that. But what I'm also going to do is, in the middle around here, I'm going to have sort of, let's space it out, so wall, space, space, no, wall, barrel, space, 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 barrel. So it's going to work like this. Not a box, but... So the barrels, 2 barrels are going to be facing this way, and then again that way, and it's going to go down, and then space it obviously, and rinse and repeat that, and that will give me a lot of inventory space, because, well, that's going to run out really quickly, because it's going to be the central warehouse for everything I collect. Oh, and also started working on this some more, the villager complex. Coming along rather nicely. So that's cool. Okay. Now, the time that we just spent talking, we probably have... Knock it off. That's annoying. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Crafting bench. Gonna have to make a new minium stone soon. not a problem. Let's get the rest of this tank built. And what I basically just want to do is get the valve on it, on the top bit, and screw that up. Thank you. Excuse me? Did I do that whole thing when you walk away from... Oh, there it goes. Bit slow there, convenient inventory, I see. Not a problem. I hope I have the height right. The easiest way to tell if you do is, well, the tank won't work. I saw that. Now, keep in mind, I'm going to have a lot more of these. I'm going to have about 8 more down in that little pit there. I just didn't want 8 of these sitting on the surface. I only wanted 1 on the surface, so I thought, okay, well, let's get a quarry going. Why not? I'm also going to layer the top, as I said, but that's going to be a lot easier than you think, because I have the shovel of awesome. Fill your inventory with dirt, and just right-click, and the sucker begins to build, which is really cool. So that's going to go a lot quicker than it sounds. I think that's finished. Right, what we need to do is we need to get working on the glass viewer, which seems to be a common thing that people use for this thing, and I can see why, because it mixes very well. Now that is one alternative way, and then you've got this way. Now, bottom line is we need a lot of glass, and I'm not too sure I have that. So once again, the minium stone looks like it's going to come to the rescue. What we do is just get one bit of sand, press R on it, and that'll bring up all its crafting ways. See, that's another way you could do it. In a pulverizer, a bit of cobblestone, macerator, too slow for me. Grinder. That sounds like a pretty good way to do it, because if you look over here, I have a bit of that stuff. But there might actually be another way to make glass. That's not an option. Huh, that's a pretty interesting way. Alright, I'm thinking we're going to do the grinder. I'm not too sure. That's forestry, I think. And that would require forestry power, which we don't have. I could use grass blocks, but then again, I don't think I have that many. Well, it's a quicker way, I guess. I'll tell you what, let's get this cooking. So I'm figuring shit out here, so I might go quiet for a second. What else have I been doing? I've been doing a lot of enchanting. Been getting absolutely ripped off. Like, I've been doing nothing but level 30s, and I'll take you over to the XP area in a second because I did change it. I've been getting, for the level 30s, stuff like that. Knockback 2 is a really shit enchant, like, for a level 30. And I've just been getting ripped off. But I think why I think I'm getting ripped off is because normally when you enchant a weapon, you expect there to be more than one enchant. And it going to just one on a book, it can sort of, you know, probably screw your head a bit. Follow me. I'll take look down here. I did change the skeleton dropper. Also put the enchanting table over here. Still haven't done anything with the blaze yet, but I will. I think I need TFC's help for that. I have quite a lot of that. But I need to make a cut here, so I'll be back in a quick tick. Sorry about that little cut. Someone had to go to the little boy's room. Anyway, back to what I was doing. Yep, this is the setup. And you just flick the switch, light comes on. I just did that for a little bit of an effect. Probably going to need to turn that down. This is a tier 5, so it pumps them out rather quickly. Some of them do die on impact, but the amount that does, you don't really worry about it. Because once that, you keep doing it as it's rolling, sort of thing, so it's a never-ending swarm of skeletons. And I used to have a brain ajar that collected some XP, because the old design, it used to just fly everywhere. But now that I've sort of contained the only exit point, I'm going to leave the brain jars to this little project here, which I need TFC's help. Let's quickly go and sleep. And see you in a second. Alright, what were we doing? We were going to check if that glass is done. Okay. Alright, let's get some iron. Probably don't need that much, but whatever. As you saw, I'm not exactly going to have a shortage of iron once I start smelting all that. Oh yeah. This is probably a lot better than using aluminium. Or aluminum. Everybody has a problem saying that, and I can see why, because it's a stupid word. And we're going to just use everything I've got right now, so then I have a really good amount if I ever want to use it again for something else, because it is pretty cool. Boom. That's probably going to be enough to do one face. If it isn't, we've got problems. Yeah, I can see why people like it. It looks cool. Yeah. Alright, I'll speed this up for you. And well, what do you know? It's not enough. Let's go ahead and quickly make a wee bit more. That should definitely get us there, I'm hoping. Move this, and yes, you can smash it and pick it up again, which is pretty useful. Let's put that down there for now. You would be like that, wouldn't you? It's always one. Jeez Louise. That's annoying. That is probably the most annoying thing on the face of the planet. God. Always one. Gotta be careful here. Ooh, okay. Just wallop that over there real quick. Get that out of the way. Alrighty then. Now the walls. Next thing. No idea what I want to build the wall. Hello. Just going for a swim. Don't mind me. Walls. What do we want to build them out of? What do you think would look cool? I could keep to the wood theme. What do you reckon? A wooden tank. I actually like the idea of that. so much that I think I'm actually going to do it. Let's store some of this nonsense that we have on us. And I cannot wait until I get all this categorized. It's just all floating everywhere, but we'll get there. No, I still don't know what I think I want a luxury house, like a really big, sort of cool, not really a mansion, because that would suggest sort of like a really, really, really big house, but something that's really nice. So if anybody knows of someone who does really cool tutorials besides Corellis, because I've already looked through his stuff and I've built a few of his houses and they just really haven't suited my style. But if anyone knows of any really cool big houses, like an estate or something like that, something that's really in depth, not a box with windows, because that's pretty much all I'm capable of building. And I'm completely sidetracked here. Right, that's right. We need wood. And that is staying in my inventory. You can fudge off. Wood. Here we go. Now I think I've got a bunch of planks sitting somewhere. There we go. Let's get rid of them. Alright. Where's that? There we go. I don't know about you, but I think it's going to look pretty cool. Alright, I'm going to speed this up for you. I was just thinking, I wonder if I should be doing this, because technically this is going to be a lava tank. Now, I ain't no scientist, but I'm pretty sure lava can actually burn wood. But hey, there is one way to find out, and we will get there. Continuing on. Now we're going to make sure. Alright, I think it goes bam. And then we'll leave that block, because as soon as you put that down, I think it transforms into a multi-tank. And the easiest way to tell is it'll have a cool little effect around it. Now, I know that there would have been a ton of other cool blocks to build this out of, but I'm kind of sticking to a theme around here. And there's sort of like a rustic wood type thing, and I know it's not really that good with the default texture pack, but it's just easier that way. And it's going nighttime, so we're going to have to head over there in a second. Alright, so technically oh, the dickhead. We're not done yet, are we? But we got to get over there and get some sunshine, so I'll be back in a second. Alright. I forgot the bottom part. And because we can pick that up, we'll just do that again. Alright. Should definitely have enough wood. I put these markers here to make sure that there was actually a center block. That would have told me that it's 12 by 12, and there cannot be anything on the walls or anything anywhere. So, for a while, this is, I'm guessing, going to turn into a spawnable area for mobs, but they ain't going anywhere once they get in here, so I ain't worried. You can put torches on the top, because that's not interfering with the innards And I'm also going to have to dig out a little area underneath for the eventual pipes that will be there. Like I said before, I'm going to be using liquid tesseracts, sort of like an Endar chest for liquid, essentially. Pretty cool things. They can also work on a separate player frequency, so you wouldn't have to bump into anybody's frequency and then risk stealing some of their liquid, as funny as that may be. Right, now I have no idea how to get this working. And I really do hope that I have set this up right. But I don't think I have. You know, I got a funny feeling that it's not 12 up. That's where I'm leaning towards. Alright, I will be back in a quick tick. I'm going to talk to TFC for a quick second. It is definitely the center block. And yeah, I'll be back in a second. Okay, so TFC must be busy, which is perfectly fine. I think what the problem is, because I just double checked, it definitely is 12 by 12. But I think the problem is the walls. I'm not too sure you can use wood, because it's affected by certain things. So I'm going to do the tedious project of chopping it all out again. And I'm going to fill it with some other solid block, and I'll catch you when I finish doing that. Okay. I just finished putting the top layer on. Now is... Oh, okay, hang on. In a second, we're going to find out if this worked. If it didn't, I'm going to end the episode here and just try to work at it and see what's going on. Worst comes to worst, the next thing to try is just to chop a top layer off and bring it down one. Okay. Ugh. Okay, there's obviously something going on here. This mustn't be 12 by 12. It must be 1 too tall. Okay, what I'll do is I'll quickly chop a top layer off, drop it down one, and see if that works. I'll see you in a second. Well, that was rude. Turns out the server must have been scheduled for maintenance. So that's the end of that. Now, where did we leave off? I was just chopping the layer off the top and about to bring it down one to make sure that it wasn't just one block high, too high. But yeah, obviously Techcraft is down. Cube host or whatever they're called must be doing some scheduled maintenance on their servers. So I'm going to end it here. We will find out if it worked in the next episode. So thanks for joining me. Take care, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.